Let's talk about prom. Man, I was an awkward teenager in high school. And for some reason, I don't even know why, I can't remember back that far, I guess. Prom was kind of a big deal to me. I really wanted to take someone with me to prom. And so, step one of my master plan, find a date. Now I'd asked and asked and asked, and finally, I got that answer I was looking for. Someone had finally said yes. Phase 2, or is it step 2? What did I say first? Doesn't matter. Let's go. The next evolution of this was to create the most magical and memorable night that I possibly could. For weeks, I toiled between football practice and theater practice after football practice in those wee hours before I would wake up and start my day at school all over again. I schemed. And I schemed in the practice room. During chorus, I would bring my guitar, and I would play, and I would prepare. Now, what actually happened, some would call a misadventure. Me, I would call it a misadventure, because it was me that would call it that. Let's just go ahead and talk about what happened. So the big day had come. I've got my boutonniere, my corsage ready to go. Got my car all nice and cleaned. And I have my suit ready to go. And in fact, let me go ahead and show you an image of just what I looked like. Yes. Oh yes, high school. Awkward. I had really big ears back then. Maybe I still do. I don't know. It's weird. I was awkward as all get out, palms sweaty. I drive over to my date's house. She's not ready yet. So then I get to do that awkward thing where you just stand around and you fold your arms. You know, you're all business, you're feeling good. Got the suit going, and you wait. And you wait. You watch your clock. Your watch clock. Your watch. And you're still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. You're still waiting. But finally, at last, she arrives. And it's one of those, like, there she goes moments, you know. Very, very much Sixpence, None the Richer. Just all the worries faded away at that moment. And finally, we had come to it. I was going to execute my master plan. That quickly fell apart. You see, it was kind of raining that day. But, lucky for me, I had packed an umbrella. We go ahead and we make our way outside, but before we get outside, I open the umbrella inside. Yes, I know what you're thinking. That is a bad idea. That's a bad omen. That's bad luck. And sure enough, it was. Going out into the rain, I wanted to be a gentleman. She had a narrow sidewalk, so I let her have the entire path before us. And I just casually stepped to the side and held the umbrella out so that I could cover her. We're walking along and I'm feeling very smooth. Way to go. This is going perfect to plan. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I start to feel a little bit of a snag. A little bit of a pull at my umbrella. It's not windy. It's just raining, like drizzling. I wonder what's going on. I look over. And my date is being profusely stabbed in the eyes by the edge of the umbrella. The umbrella wasn't even covering her. And she was too polite to say anything to me as I repeatedly stabbed at her visual sensory parts. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a YouTuber. Wait, that's backwards. Damn it, Jim. I'm a YouTuber, not a doctor. So she can't see. She sees two of my cars. That's a bad sign. But that's okay. I'm driving, thankfully. I think. We make our way to the restaurant. Without any further incident, thank goodness. We sit down. I order my meal. I think it was like chicken strips and fries. total romantic meal. Anybody else out there in high school right now getting ready for your prom date? Chicken strips and fries. Nothing says high-class meal. Suspend your disbelief that you're on a date in a magical palace like chicken strips and fries. And she orders like this ham steak. It was ridiculously big, huge even. And I'm watching the clock. We fell behind getting ready, and I'm getting kind of worried. I gotta be in line for the prom parade, and she says, going real slow. I wouldn't even say she was going to town. I would say she was traveling the country road to the village. And so I told her she would be my hero if she would wolf it down. And to this day, I've never been more impressed by seeing a woman eat than when she folded that ham piece by piece with her fork. And I swear it must have been 3 or 4 bites. And she had that thing gone off the plate. Step up onto the balcony, I guess. What do you want to call it? Steps. We step up onto the steps. Real descriptive language here. I'm sure you can see it in your head just as I'm describing it. And we get our pictures taken, which was really, really cool. I felt like a celebrity at this moment. And I accidentally stepped on her dress as she went down. Awkwardly. I caught her. We make our way into the dance. We need to get our pictures taken. The photographer's running a mile a minute, shuttling people through. And we get up there, and we hold hands into our pose for our prom picture. As you can see, I have small fingers. It is what it is. That's what I got. Wide palm, small fingers. Yeah. My date could palm me men's basketball. The photographer looks at the both of us and says, "Now show me those pretty little fingers." She holds out her hand, and he slaps it away. And he goes, "Not yours!" I was flattered, I think, or horrified, a little bit of both. But this is only part of the plan. This is just the fun part. I still had to orchestrate the rest of my evening. We go home. We go back to my place. Successful dance. Some great memories. And this is what I had been waiting for. This is what I had pumped myself up for. All of my training, all of my practicing, harnessing this one glorious moment in time. When I would sing a song to confess my feelings. Because I live life in a cliche of like a hopeless romantic. Maybe. I don't know. So anyways, I set up the lawn chairs outside. I grab my guitar. I don't know the song, so if that's what you're waiting to see, I don't remember. That was so long ago, and that notebook probably long since trashed. And so I just start playing, right? I've got that magical, mystical look in my eyes as I play. And I sing my heart out. I watch as her head slowly dips. I think she's going along with the music, but then she falls asleep. She fell asleep in the first verse. I didn't even get to the chorus, and I was proud of my chorus. I at least know that much. Devastated and crushed. We went inside. I woke her up. And we watched School of Rock. She fell asleep right at the very beginning, 5 minutes in. We got to the credits. She woke up. She asked me to rewind to go back and see what she had missed. So we watched it twice. drove her home. I thanked her for a good night. And as I drove back, I thought, basically everything I had imagined in my head, it didn't go the way I saw it. It was kind of a disaster. It's kind of awful. It was awkward. And it felt like this is the greatest thing I've ever done in my life up to this point. Was absolutely have one of the weirdest, most unsuccessful dates of my entire life. What an accomplishment. But the thing is, especially this is for you young folks out there still going through this, it's not the end of the world. Someday, you might be a YouTuber playing guitar and talking about your awkward encounter and having a good laugh with it. Because that's the thing, you need to learn to laugh even in the midst of your most epic failures. I know I did. I hope you guys got a good little chuckle around this. The details, they've gotten a little fuzzy as the years have gone on, but I still remember all the broad strokes, and I see it vividly in some parts. And I think back to it fondly, and it's just something I wanted to share with you guys, because I think it really speaks to who I am as Noxiddar. I'm the guy with the best intentions, and all I want to do is make you guys laugh and have a good time. And I realize sometimes I'm going to fail spectacularly at that, but my hope is that even in the midst of my most epic failures, that we can take a look at it and we can laugh. Because really that's what it's all about. Art is supposed to move us, even when the performance is less than perfect. You guys are amazing. I try to tell you that all the time. This is twice out of 85 videos, or however many it is by now. Which is a lot. You know? But I mean it. I do mean it. The chance that I've had to talk in the comments with you guys, and this is gonna lean more into the channel kind of stuff now. The community that we're building here now is incredible. And I keep telling you guys, you are amazing. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing these videos. I wouldn't be playing guitar and talking about quite possibly the most epic failure of a date I've ever had in my entire life. And the just pure zany silliness that came about it if it wasn't for you guys watching at home. You guys are amazing. You are amazing. Good night, guys. And for everyone having prom soon, or already had it, drive safe. And if you're watching this and you had prom and you drove safe, good job. But for now, this is Noxiddar.